Right now at 6 o'clock, the U.S. government has officially accused Donald Trump of trying to overturn his presidential election loss. We're going to outline the unprecedented charges he is now facing.
And CBS planning to slash thousands of jobs. How the move could affect workers here in Connecticut.
And later in the show, at about 6:15, we're going to have the latest push to help farmers who are devastated from the record rainfall and flooding we got here in Connecticut last month.
All local, all morning. This is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Good Wednesday morning. Thanks so much for starting off your day here with us. We are on CW20 while FIFA continues to air on Fox 61. Good morning, America Arias.
And I'm Tim Lammers. Good morning to you. Yes, we will be back on Fox 61 once all the day's games down there in Australia and New Zealand conclude. For now, though, let's talk about the forecast here. And for that, we've got meteorologist Rachel Piscatelli. Good morning.
Good morning. Take a look at Hartford.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Just
right
gorgeous.
between the buildings.
That's a great shot.
Gorgeous conditions. Sun coming up, and it's cooler than yesterday. Temperatures are ranging anywhere from 3 to about 10 degrees cooler, and we're at 55 degrees now in the capital city. Let's take a look at the dew points too, in the low 50s. Very comfortable conditions to start. May even be reaching for that light jacket. 52 degrees in Waterbury. It's 58 now in New Haven. 55 over in Chester. And again, numbers are cooler than this time yesterday, anywhere from 5 to about 8 degrees cooler. And throughout the day, our humidity will stay low in the low 50s through much of the afternoon and into the evening. So very comfortable conditions. A few passing clouds, bright though, as temperatures move into the upper 70s to right around that 80-degree mark a little bit later on. It is another comfortable night tonight, and we have increasing humidity ahead of what will be a rising chance for scattered showers and storms as Friday arrives. We'll talk much more about that and your 7-day coming up in just a bit. All right, 6:02, Symphony. Good morning.
Good morning to you. Let's take a look at how the morning commute is shaping up on this Wednesday. We are accident-free so far. There are a couple of construction zones, but a lot of that is expected to wrap up here in the next 30 minutes. Let's take a quick look at the Hartford drive time. Smooth sailing on 91 South, 84 East, and Route 2. Taking a live look as folks make their way in and out of the capital city this morning. Traffic volume pretty light. Down in New Haven, there's a little bit of a slowdown heading to Bridgeport. Traffic moving at 44 miles per hour on 95 South. That's going to take you about 30 minutes. As we take a live look in New Haven this morning, traffic volume pretty light, and again, accident-free so far. I'll have another update at 6:30.
Symphony, thanks so much. All right, this morning, former President Donald Trump is facing his third criminal case after receiving another federal indictment. The U.S. government has accused him of attacking and trying to subvert maybe the most visible display of American democracy itself, the presidential election.
So he's now facing 4 charges related to the January 6th attack of the U.S. Capitol, and what prosecutors said were also behind-the-scenes efforts, extensive ones, to try to illegally keep Trump in the White House. Fox 61's Angelo Bavaro is here with those details about the charges Trump is facing.
Tim, Erica, good morning. That 4-count indictment chronicles a months-long campaign of lies about the election results. It says that even when those falsehoods resulted in a chaotic riot at the Capitol, former President Trump sought to exploit the violence by pointing to it as reason to further delay the counting of votes. Now, this indictment includes charges of conspiring to defraud the U.S., conspiring to obstruct an official proceeding, obstructing an official proceeding, and violating a statute that makes it a crime to conspire to violate rights guaranteed by the Constitution. In this case, the right to vote. Now, prosecutors referencing 6 co-conspirators, including lawyers inside and outside of the government, who they say worked with Trump to undo the election results. Prosecutors allege the group advanced schemes to enlist fake electors in battleground states won by President Joe Biden to falsely claim that Trump had actually won those states.
We're seeing throughout all of this, did President Trump at the time, President Trump, realize that he did lose? And if so, that even though he lost, he was trying to go through these machinations to get himself elected. That's what this is all about here. And again, it's unprecedented. And it's going to be interesting.
Trump denying all these charges, his campaign releasing a statement saying in part, quote, "These un-American witch hunts will fail and President Trump will be reelected to the White House." Trump is due in court tomorrow on these new charges. He's already facing indictments in Florida in the classified documents case and in New York over alleged hush money payments to an adult film star. He has pleaded not guilty to all charges in those cases. Tim, Erica, I will send things back to you.
Angelo, thank you. It is 6:05. More big news here. CVS Health and its parent company Aetna have confirmed that they are cutting about 5,000 jobs in upcoming months. Most of them, they said, will be on the corporate level.
Well, Fox 61's Brooke Griffin is live in Hartford with how these cuts could affect our state. Brooke, good morning.
Good morning to you both. Now, again, CVS tells us that they are mainly targeting corporate positions with these layoffs. It's not going to be those front-facing CVS customer service positions that you typically see. Now, this is for a few reasons. And they say that the company wants to reduce expenses as they focus on the needs that the company really has moving forward. Now, this all coming 5 years after CVS Health merged with Aetna. The company as a whole employs around 300,000 people across the U.S. CVS says the layoffs will happen in the coming days and months, but it's not provided an exact timeline. It's also not clear which of the corporate jobs are actually being cut. Aetna's headquarters are located here in Hartford, raising concerns that the positions here in the city will be the ones actually eliminated. Connecticut leaders say the news is upsetting, and they want answers as to why this is happening. Now, Congressman John Larson says in a statement, quote, "It's disappointing to see 5 years after the merger of CVS Health and Aetna, the company is making significant layoffs, and it raises questions about the impact large corporate mergers are having on employees, shareholders, and the public." Now, the company also said it's in the process of closing about 900 of its 10,000 stores, and that's to really close in on their retail assets. They say that the company is trying to set themselves up for a long-term success with all of these moves. Live in Hartford, Brooke Griffin, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
All right, Brooke, thanks so much. Appreciate the update there. Well, meantime, a New Haven man is expected to learn his fate today after being convicted in a deadly shooting. A jury found 26-year-old Ricky Trainum guilty of murder in the death of Rondell Atkinson in Woodbridge in July of 2021. According to police, Trainum and an accomplice, 24-year-old Jordan Ruddle, went to the park with Atkinson. They say the pair took the victim's belongings, shot him, and then drove away. Someone jogging in the park found Atkinson's body the next day. Trainum was found days later with the victim's car. A teenager accused of fatally stabbing another man is expected in court for a plea hearing today. 19-year-old Yosu Ortega Torres was arrested on a murder charge after an hours-long standoff at his home. Police say he stabbed Justin Sloan the night of July 8th near the 800 block of Hanover Road. And a man accused of killing another man in New Haven is also in court. Police say Homie Lugo Rodriguez stabbed Robert Franklin Jr. during a fight on July 15th. Police say it happened in the area of Lloyd and Exchange Streets. Rodriguez is being held on $2 million bond.
Well, Vernon police said a murder suspect told them that he regretted killing his girlfriend. They said Abdul Mboob admitted to strangling Anastasia Paul last month. According to his arrest warrant, he claimed that he was overwhelmed with anger at the time because he said she was mistreating his son. Police said he told them that he immediately regretted killing her. Mboob is facing murder and other charges, and he's being held on a bail of $5 million. A Branford doctor has been accused of sexually assaulting one of his patients. Investigators said Dr. Michael Sheehan inappropriately touched a 20-year-old woman during an exam. Sheehan has been employed by Branford Pediatric and Adolescents since 2008. He also worked in the practice's Clinton office.
Oh, we have a traffic alert to tell you about this morning. If you drive I-95 in East Lyme, traffic will come to a halt twice a day on the highway while construction workers blast rock. The work began yesterday. Crews are removing about 800 feet of ledge to make room for improvements to the highway. The two blasts are going to happen sometime between 9 a.m. and 1:30 in the afternoon every day, Monday through Thursday. Each blast will require a 15-minute traffic stoppage. The blasting is expected to last for 6 to 8 weeks.
Well, a scary scene for a 74-year-old man who collided with a tractor trailer while trying to cross the street in his wheelchair. This happened in Willimantic. Now, according to police, firefighters who were training just one street over happened to call it in, and Fox 61 has gotten the audio from that radio transmission.
This is returning. Disregard. We got a person out of a wheelchair, West Main Street and Cantor Drive. Start me a mutual aid ambulance at this time.
And the Willimantic Fire Chief said firefighters immediately began first aid when they got there. Now, officials say it did not appear that the man was run over. They think he hit the tires on the side of the truck as it was passing. And the victim was airlifted to Hartford Hospital to be treated.
His injuries are very severe, but given the circumstances, he has the best chance of survival, given that it happened only moments before my fire engine crew was able to render first aid.
Well, police are still investigating the crash as of this morning.